In this video we're working on a 1968 CL450 and we got problems with the starter clutch. And let me show you what the symptoms are. Turn the key on. You can hear the starter turning, but it's not turning over the engine. So we're going to have to take this apart and get it fixed. While we got this apart, we're going to put some different covers on it, because the side covers we got on this bike look pretty nasty, and it's just an opportunity to make it look better. In order to get at the starter clutch, we're going to need to remove the shifter, this cover, and this cover. Let's get started. To save myself some time, I've leaned the bike over at about a 30-degree angle, which makes all the oil go to the far side of the engine, so I'll have to drain the oil to take this cover off. After I've been inside the engine and repaired the starter clutch, I'll change the oil and then we'll be good to go. Got it off. Now that we got the cover off, I'm going to show you why where the starter clutch is, which is right there, and what's happening and why it doesn't work. I'm going to turn the key on and touch the starter and watch. When this turns, it should grab the flywheel and rotate it, and it doesn't, so that means in here something's wrong. So we're going to have to pull the flywheel. You got to take this off. Using an impact makes quick work of it. Make sure we're going the right way. You have to remove this little retainer here because it keeps the starter clutch in there. It's a 10mm socket that it takes. You got to pull this off. I highly recommend you get the right puller for this, or you're just not going to get it off without wrecking it. I'll put a link in the description so you can get one of these. Anyway, you push this in, and you kind of want to grab the whole thing. Make it go. Comes right off. Pull that out. And you want to keep this whole thing together. You're going to have springs and stuff flying everywhere. Slide this off. Pull the whole assembly off, and we'll take it to the bench. Okay, we got this thing on the bench. We're going to take the puller out. And flip it over. Now, we're going to carefully take this apart because there's little springs in there. Oop, there, one just fell out. There's rollers and springs that go in there. Oop, one got trapped. You see them in there? Catch those. There's the other spring. Missing the spring, or it's collapsed. There's one in here. Look at this. This thing's loose and sloppy, so somebody's probably been in here before. We're going to take these out. We tried to fix this before and it came apart. See how beat up them screws are? Holy cow. That's probably why it wasn't working. I've seen these sheared off. You're supposed to peen those screws when you're done. Get this started clutch out of here. There we go. Don't lose the locator pin. Don't lose this piece. Put that back on the way it goes. Now we can kind of see what we got. See those little springs? This thing rides in here, but you can see they're weak because it's not pushed up tight, so that's why it doesn't work. You want to inspect this. Let's see if you can see this. You really want to inspect this. This is all ridged up. We're going to put that in the lathe and polish it. Get that cleaned up. Yep, you see some slide marks and stuff. Make sure that the springs like this one's, the spring is totally collapsed. That spring is just not functioning correctly. There it is. It's broken. See it? We'll push this up close. It's broken. Sometimes new parts can be tough to find. This pin is what locates it, but it's so sloppy loose that it's chucking around, going to cause problems. Let me see if I can show you this a little better. This pin is so loose and tore up that it isn't even tight in the hole anymore, so that's going to be a problem. We're going to have to figure something out. We got several springs that are shot, and definitely the screws have been chucking around hard. Got some grooves in this thing, and that's why this thing's not working. We're gonna have to dig around and find some parts. The rollers don't look too bad. They might have a few flat spots on them. If they do, we gotta pitch them. They look pretty good though. So we're gonna dig around and see if we can find a parts one. After inspecting this clutch, or this starter clutch, I'm seeing that the flywheel holes are stripped out. And so this one's pretty much done. I don't think it's going to be able to get used. I dug around in my parts bucket and I found two starter clutches. Both seem to work, but this one has some damage on it. You can see these retainers right here. Well, it's got a couple broken off, so that will make it a non-balanced thing. And I found this one. It seems pretty good. We'll open it up a minute. If you check them by just pushing them and snapping them back, then they're usually pretty good. You check all three of them, and then you know you have a good one. Well, so we're going with this starter clutch. Got my key up. We're going to get this baby put back together. Gotta make sure you get that key on there right. Come on. Yeah, I think I'll look down, make sure I got the key lined up. I do. Put the bolt in. Get her zipped in there. Do it. Looks like it's working. Get the chain put on. That magnet sure makes it tough, doesn't it? Alright. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way. This part goes in. There it goes. It fits. You want to make sure you get this keeper on and it goes on like like that. We should try it and see if it works. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we don't want to start it though. Hey, starter clutch is fixed. Now we'll goop the cover up and put it all back on, and we'll be good to go. Let's get this together. Well, we got it all back on there. Looks pretty decent. We'll let this set up a little bit before we lean the bike back over. And we'll see if the starter clutch works. And then we're going to change this cover out. I like it. Looks a lot better than it was. Hopefully it works. Got the clutch cover changed out now, and we're going to have to set this thing up and fire it up. See if the electric start's going to work now. Turn the key on. Leave a comment below. Like it. Share it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.